What if the person you trust the most doesn't just remember, but lives inside a distorted version of reality? And what if they use that fantasy based perception as a weapon against you? This is what it's like to face someone who refuses the truth, and it's far more dangerous than you think. Have you ever argued with someone who remembers entire different conversations, moments, or events that you know never happened? They describe every detail, the clothes, the tone, the expressions with such clarity that for a moment you question your own memory. This isn't simply forgetting, it's a distorted reconstruction of reality. In toxic relationships, some people automatically rewrite the past to protect themselves from accountability or criticism. Their distorted reality isn't random, it's carefully crafted. They're always blameless, always the hero, or always the victim. Unlike genuine memory errors, these distortions are consistent and convincing. They aren't glitches in the brain, they are strategies of control. So, why would someone live in a fantasy based perception instead of facing reality? Maintaining control. Reality is unpredictable. A constructed world gives them certainty. They are always right, always in control of the narrative. For some, their entire sense of self is tied to being special, heroic, or perpetually wronged. A distorted reality becomes the scaffolding that props up the identity. Facing the real world would threaten who they believe they are. Odd as it sounds, living in a self created version of reality feels safer. It shields them from failures, rejection, ambiguity. Their fantasy world provides predictability and insulation. And finally, this false world isn't just for them, it's used to control you. If they can force you to live inside their version of reality, they gain power over your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Even when you show them black and white proof or their own messages, they will still deny the truth. At first, you might think, what is wrong with this person? But then reality hits. For me, it was in family court. I watched him respond the same way to the judge and attorney, denying what was in writing, twisting events, insisting on his version of reality. That's when I realized this wasn't just stubbornness or poor memory, this was a distorted worldview so entrenched it couldn't be challenged, even with irrefutable evidence. This is why engaging with someone like this is dangerous. You're not arguing over facts, you're confronting a fantasy based identity they must protect. At some point, you just want to grab them and shake them and say, seriously? What is wrong with you? But of course, they'd probably insist you're the crazy one for even thinking it. Being on the receiving end of someone's distorted reality is destabilizing. You second guess your own memories, you apologize for actions you never took, you feel constantly on edge. This is deliberate. By controlling the narrative of your shared reality, they make you dependent on them. Your perception of your life, your experiences, even your identity gets questioned. It's not just gaslighting, it's psychological control at its most insidious. Understanding their distorted reality is the first step. Reclaiming your reality is the next. Anchor yourself in the truth. Journal events, conversations, and moments, not for them, but for you. This becomes your compass when doubt creeps in. Refuse to debate the past. Say, I remember that differently, or we won't agree on this. Don't take the bait. Focus on present impact. Shift discussions to how their accusations affect you now, not what supposedly happened then. Seek external validation. Trusted friends, family, or therapists can confirm your reality. They pull you out of the fog. When someone operates from a distorted reality, they will try to make you doubt the one thing you should always trust: yourself. But your reality is yours. Your experiences are valid. Trusting yourself isn't defiance, it's reclaiming your life. You are not crazy. If this resonates with you, share your story in the comments. It might help someone else realize they're not alone. And if this feels overwhelming, please reach out to a mental health professional or abuse support service. You do not have to navigate this alone. And please consider subscribing if this helped you or you feel that this could help somebody else.